Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The Ghana Statistical Service says mapping for the rollout of the 2020 census will be completed by September this year. Acting Government Statistician David Combat tells Joy Business the service will be adopting new data technology to compute information.
Government has given approval for us to conduct the census in 2020. What we are doing now is updating our enumeration areas. So we have 40 teams of mappers, cartographers on the field, updating the enumeration area maps. The current enumeration area maps were those we did for the 2010 census. So there's a need to update it before the next census. Otherwise, you assign somebody an area and it's so large that he's unable to complete. And so we have finished. We are working on that. We finished with the 3 northern regions. We are now in Ashanti and Brona Hafo and gradually, coming down, and hope to finish the field work by September 2019. And then we would now be working with the office work. Then we have also developed the questionnaire that we intend to use to collect the information. It's in the draft stage. We are still consulting with stakeholders to find out whether there are some questions to add on or some modifications to some of the questions we have already asked, so that we can have it pre-tested and then we pilot it. We will pilot it in selected districts, selected areas, so that it like a rehearsal.
Now, the Association of Ghana Industries has described as positive signals that the banking sector cleanup is close to ending. The crisis witnessed over the past year affected lending to businesses and confidence in the banking sector. Now, Chief Executive of the Association, Sechuma Kwawa, who spoke to Joy Business at the 2019 Crystal Africa Ball organized by law firm AB and David, says he's hopeful the situation will change as the central bank winds up its exercise to sanitize the banking sector. The first day of the Pan-African Conference, Crystal Ball Africa 2019, focused on building transformational SMEs. Resource persons highlighted various areas small and medium enterprises can improve upon to expand and become more competitive on the continent. Tony Otinjesi is Managing Director of Tropical Cables and Conductor Limited.
There's a digital revolution going on. There is a whole lot of data mining, data issues coming up. And for any SME now, it is very, very important that they take cognizance of these issues coming up and come out with a strategy which will take advantage of the changes and the disruptions which are happening across the world.
90% of Ghanaian businesses are said to be SMEs, but most of them face funding challenges. The Association of Ghana Industries expects an improvement in lending to businesses following the shake-up in the banking sector.
I think the concern started last year when the banking sector, had those challenges, because it actually brought down confidence level in the banking sector. And what it meant was that people were not even putting their monies in the bank and the financial institutions, and it means that it was denying the financial institutions the needed funds to also on-lend to businesses. So access to finance became an issue. For this year, the development, Bank of Ghana has made a clear position that they have finished cleaning up the banking sector. And that for me is positive. It means that we should now have confidence back in the banking industry.
Some SMEs featured earlier on the Joy Business van, who also participated in the conference, shared their thoughts.
I was focusing on the bank, but through this program I've learned that going to the bank with a startup program, it's very difficult to access some funds. I need to go through the right channel in order to get it. And to go through those channels, I need to keep my books, like to keep my records intact, have a good management system for me to get to those people before the banks.
As a young business, often you have plans of doing cross-border business, but it takes time, and so learning how it takes time, what the process has to be like, and also getting ready to put structures in place so that the service delivery in one country isn't different from what the service delivery is in the country that you move into.
The theme for the two-day event is Transforming with the Transformation. We'll have more from the 2019 Crystal Ball Africa on the marketplace at the top of the hour. Before I go, Jaguar Land Rover JLR will today announce it is cutting up to 5,000 jobs from its 40,000 strong UK workforce. Management, marketing and administrative roles are expected to be hardest hit, but some production staff may also be affected.
Layoffs are part of a £2.5 billion cost-cutting plan amid what industry insiders have called a perfect storm. They mean a downturn in Chinese sales, a slump in diesel sales, and concerns about UK competitiveness post-Brexit. JLR is particularly exposed to the first two of these factors. China is the company's biggest and hitherto most profitable market, but sales in China have fallen nearly 50% in recent months as cautious Chinese consumers have been holding back on big-ticket purchases amid global trade tensions. The relationship between JLR and its Chinese sales network have also been strained as dealers demand better terms and promotional incentives. JLR is also one of the most heavily exposed car makers to ongoing consumer confusion about the wisdom of buying a diesel car in the aftermath of the VW emissions scandal. 90% of its vehicles are diesel-powered, although it has been investing in new electric and hybrid vehicles. Today's job losses come on the top of cuts made last year.
All right, that's it for business. Sports is up next with Baba Tando.